Hello and welcome to Duke's United Show. I'm your host, Garf. The Duke will be with us shortly. Nathan's just getting back into his house. But this is for the Manchester United versus Charlton EFL Cup match, Carabao Cup. Now, listen, I'm expecting a big win tonight. 8 o'clock kickoff. They're 12th in League One. You can't be telling me that we shouldn't be walking away from this game with a 3-4-0 win. You know what I mean? They're a weak side. They haven't been playing well. So I don't see any reason to be worrying about this team whatsoever, to be quite honest with you. I can't see any reason to be worried. We're the better team by a long way. What I'm hoping to see tonight is some youth players being played. Now, I know that's always a risky thing to do against a lower league team. Can cause an upset, obviously. But I still can't see it happening. I mean, yeah, they beat Brighton in the last round, but on penalties. You look through their recent results, it ain't great from Charlton. It really isn't too good, to be fair. I mean, if we just have a quick butcher's look now at it, I just had it up. Of course, I shut it down. But yeah, they're in 12th in League One. And you know what I mean? It's 25 games, only 7 wins all season, 10 draws, 8 defeats. It's not great stats. You can't expect that. You can't expect us to go into this game with anything other than a 3-4-0 win now. When you see numbers like that, to be quite honest with you. I mean, I don't know where everyone else stands. I know we're still in transition, but I'd even play some of our kids tonight. I really would. I'd like to see Palestri get some minutes. Definitely like to see Zidane get some minutes. I'd like to see Donny van der Beek get some minutes, to be quite honest with you. Give him a chance to get a win under his belt. Might be a little too early for Butland, but I wouldn't mind seeing Butland or Heaton in goal. And this is what I mean. I would completely reshape this team for this game with Man City at the weekend. A massive tie. It's no disrespect to the League Cup, me saying that we should be keeping our eye firmly on the Premier League, the Europa League, and even the FA Cup before we start talking about the League Cup. It's a trophy, so I'm not going to disrespect it. I'd like to see the trophy. But yeah, definitely with Man City on the horizon on Saturday, I would definitely be looking at playing a weakened team, get some minutes into the legs of those who haven't been playing. On the flip of that, I probably would play Martinez, though, because he's had no minutes really since the World Cup. You know what I mean? I'd give Martinez a start. But yeah, I'd be looking at Malacia left back, maybe even Brandon Williams right back, something like that. You know what I mean? Here he is. No, I ain't got a trip water no more now. I was all spill. So I don't know if you heard. I was just saying, mate, Charlton, 12th in League One. I'd play some kids, not kids, reserve players. Van der Beek, get some minutes in his legs. You know what I mean? Like, we should be taking the win in no matter what, I think.
Yeah, I totally agree. Is he actually fit? Is he? Did he not get a bad injury?
Who? Is he out? Is he? Oh my God. I didn't realize he's out. I thought it was a little knock, mate.
I don't know, but it looked bad. It looked very bad. So I was thinking,
you're right. Yeah.
You know, I think he might be out, for a little bit longer than we think. But yeah, they are 12th in the league. They are 12th in the league. They've only won 2 of the last 5. So they're not doing great, as you can see there. So yeah, totally agree.
Wow. I didn't realize it was that bad. The Beek's out for a year.
What?
A year. I'm just reading. Now, this is off Barstool Football. Medical experts claim Donny van der Beek could be out with injury for a full year. It's a knee injury. I didn't know that. That's how bad I am, mate. I've just been going on about how...
It looked like a Van Dijk one. It looked like a Van Dijk injury.
Damn.
So, yeah. It's not
How did I miss that? What was that? Who was that against?
The other day when he played, didn't it? Against Forest.
Is it? And they just, I knew it went down. Yeah, I didn't realize it was down. I didn't I must have not been paying much attention to it, mate. Yeah,
it was really bad. It was really bad. But look, I don't know if you've gone through it, but look, their last game they won. They beat Lincoln 2-1. So they are coming off obviously doing pretty well. Not doing pretty well, but they're coming off a victory. And and again, it's Man United they're playing in it at Old Trafford. Every single player wants, isn't it? For me, that was my thing. Like whenever we got in the cup, it was like, please be Man United at Old Trafford. And they've got their wish. It's absolutely unbelievable.
It's still the big tie in these cup games for these League One. You know what I mean? So
yeah, and just the thing, they've got a couple players that are I can't even remember their names, but if everybody, I was actually getting their names up and their details. But this lad here, he's a winger. He's a very he's
was it Raxakayi? Is that what it is? This fella, because he's meant to be good, mate. I've not seen him,
Well,
But I've heard
let's
it.
check the wing. Yeah, Raksakai, he's the winger.
Yeah. Jesus I've heard good things about this kid, mate.
And also this lad in midfield, his name is Fraser. He's on 5 goals. Raksakai is on 6 goals. And the other striker as well, for some reason, he's not been saved on my. I saved his picture, but for some reason it's not there. So not much I can do there. But obviously the striker, as you can see, they do play 4-3-3. Lee Burn's on 6 as well. So imagine Lee Burn, Raksakai is on 6 and Fraser's on 5. So they look like the main guys that you want to be looking at, who are going to be the danger men for them. But again, look, they're in League 2, aren't they? They're League 2, League 1. Sorry, they're in League 1.
Yeah.
Second, 12th in the league. Whoever we should be beating them.
They've got an awful run. I know they've got. I was just looking at. I saw their last 2 games. It's like, oh, they've done all right. Then you go back through it, Nathan. It's like, oh, they are not doing all right. They're getting pumped all over the place here. It's pure mid-table in League 1. What happened to Charlton? I used to have a season ticket for them, mate, for a couple of years as well, because it's my local team. With Jonathan Johansson, Martin Pringle, mate. There was rumours once. I don't know if you heard. You know when Ronaldo done his knee at Inter Milan. Obviously, Inter Milan had a thing with Charlton, and there's this rumour going around the ground that he was coming to get his fitness up with Charlton. He was going to play a few games for Charlton. Mate, I believed it.
Never. Oh my gosh, what madness! Absolute madness. But look, this should be a straight win, straight victory. I'm going down. I'm going to be down there tonight, and I'll be obviously seeing it from the stands. And obviously, Garf, you'll be on the review.
Yep.
Hopefully, I can jump
post
on.
match.
Once I get away from the stadium, hopefully I can jump on and do a bit while I'm on my way home. So hopefully that will
just get someone else to do the steering wheel, Nate. You do the pedals, mate, and you know what I mean.
If I was with my son, I'd tell him to drive, but I'm not with him today. He's got football. He's got football matches himself. So football match, then training straight after.
Yeah, I like that. Priorities, though, Nate. You can come Man United with your old man, or you can go play football and training. I'll take the football and training, mate. Yeah, priorities.
He's been bagging, mate. He's been bagging. By the way, did you see my free kick or what?
We'll have to put it up. We'll put it up on the Twitter for people to see. Yeah, it was all right. You know what I mean? It's all right. It's all right.
Not too bad. Not too bad.
A little bit, but listen. You had enough people giving you credit in the group chat, mate. I weren't going to start as well. You know what I mean? I saw all the group chat people. Oh, you can still play now, mate. Yeah, come on. Not going to got your knees, mate. Come on, your back.
I can't move no more. I cannot move. But right.
That's what I mean the other day. People asked me to play 5-a-side the other day, but I was like, nah, mate, nah, come on, bro. I haven't played in like 2 years. I would die, mate, on a 5-a-side.
I'm telling you, so. I need to lose a bit of weight before I start trying to play football again. But that's where the problems arise, man. You end up in major pain, man, and it's not nice. So yeah. But who do you think? We're looking at it. We see Dalot was he was obviously in the press conference. So he's definitely,
which usually means
I think he's really gonna play the bench. Like the bench that played in the last game. They should play. You should see Fred playing with probably McTominay. You should actually see Maguire and Lindelof playing. Wan-Bissaka, I would have thought would be playing, but if Dalot's playing, that means he's thinking of Wan-Bissaka for the maybe possibly for the league game.
Like we've been saying.
I would. Defensively, I'd need to have a player who ain't going to go forward and just stay back and let the others attack and do their thing. For me, I would be playing Anthony still because I need to get his abilities back. And is Sancho actually going to be involved?
I don't know. I haven't mentioned this yet, because the rumours are flying about that he's back. He's going to be in the squad tonight. I presume if he is, it'll be a bench situation. Obviously, he ain't getting thrown straight in. I don't think. The only thing I'd say of that is I'd probably play Martinez as well for the first half, just because he hasn't played many minutes since he's got back from the World Cup.
Yeah,
like just the first half, give him a go. Play him and Maguire or him and Lindelof, like you say.
Yeah,
right back.
You're right.
Yeah, or and Malacia at left back. I mean, is it too fresh for Butland to go in goal as well? Do you think?
No, I think it's a good time for him to go in. Actually, it's actually probably the best time for him to go in because when else is there for him to go in? If not now, in an EFL Cup game against the Charlton, I can't see him. Why? When else can he go in? Really? When else can he go in if it's not now?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. I'm the same as you, Nathan. He's going to play the bench. That's why I was talking about Van der Beek. I didn't realise he's out for a year. That's what I like. I can't see him playing our full strength team. I could be wrong. He could want the trophy, and he's like, because it is Saturday we're playing, isn't it? You know what I mean? It's only Tuesday night. That is a full 4 days of recovery.
Saturday morning.
So,
yeah. And so that's Butland in goal. We're going to go with the low right back for sure. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to go with Maguire and Lindelof. No, Maguire. Are you going to play them both and then rest them? I think they all need to get some minutes in this game. I don't see Varane playing at all.
No.
He's going to be rested. But you might be right. Martinez might need to come in this game and play. So I'm going to go with Martinez and Maguire.
I'd go Maguire. I tell you what, if we see it Martinez and Lindelof, we know. He's on his way. Like we're pretty much sure he's on his way out of the door in January.
I
know
that happen actually.
I know Man United said no, but let's face it, that's like when someone turns around and says, "I've got a 5-year contract at this club. I'm never leaving." 2 days later, he's on the plane to Chelsea. You know what I mean? So, if he doesn't play Maguire in this game, I think that is Maguire's writing on the wall, mate. Like that's the manager, not even subtly telling you, out loud telling you, mate, that you are not part of this team going forward. You know what I mean? So
you're not ready, and he I don't think he is ready. To be fair,
no.
Do you think, Martial? Do you think Rashford gets the rest today?
I'll reverse the question. You're a striker, mate. If you're in this run of form, do you want to be rested?
No,
knowing what you got coming up, no chance
you know
whatsoever.
What? Let me tell you. I will tell you when you're at a team and you're in. I remember when we was first team players at Wigan, and then we ended up in a cup. We had the cup game, the second game of the season. Like the first game of the season was the league game. The second game, I didn't want to play because it was a game where it was just it's a cup game against one of the lower sides, and you're like, to be fair, I don't mind being not in this game because it gives the other guys a chance as well.
Yeah.
But like, if you're going to switch it up quite a bit, I don't want to really play. Put me on the bench, and then I'll come on in this game. And
if we're nil at 60 minutes, drag me on, Gaffer.
Exactly. Come on, and I'll do my bits to try and get us in the game and win the game. But look, give them their game time because you got a squad. Yeah, you've got a squad first and foremost, and they need to play games. If they're not playing in them games, they're not playing at all. Remember Solskjaer? He didn't care. He just played that same 11 every week, and it doesn't help the squad, and the squad morale goes down. You know what it's like. Even I always mention back, they've made FIFA so realistic, it's a joke. Like the players come talk to you, innit? Like, I'm not playing. I wasn't expected to play in this cup game. Like, why are you not playing me in this cup game? Even the cup game, you're not playing me. So this is exactly what happens in real life. And you got to have the others play. So for me, I would start Garnacho on the left. And
100%.
Anthony on the right, because Anthony, he needs to pick up his game. If Sancho is back, this is a perfect game for Sancho to get some confidence and do really well against a lower team. So again, if Sancho's involved, I would start Sancho or even start Anthony and let Sancho come on because of what's happened.
That's what I would do. That's what I would do, man. Yeah,
he hasn't played so much. Maybe he comes on for 30 minutes and does his bits at the end. And if he's quiet, no one cares. If he starts, someone does care because they always got something to say about a player who starts. So I think.
I'd even give him half and half, to be quite honest with you. I'd give him 45 each because 100%. Sancho needs 10 minutes. I would play Garnacho 100%, and then you get down to who you playing through the middle. Martial lacking goals. Do you play him against Charlton and let him try and bag a hat? Yeah,
I'm playing him because you know what? People can say what they want to say about him, and keep talking that he's not good or not good at anything. But when I'm watching the game, I'm not seeing the same things. I thought he was lively against Everton. I see his link-up play was good. He actually did all the link-up play and then got on the end of his own chance and the keeper saved it. But it's like nobody saw the link-up, the turn, the play and one off, and then the get in the box. And then he's got the chance to score. Keeper saved a good shot for me. I think that's a very tough one to score. On another day, you might be, if you're on your very best of form, you might have another way of scoring, like some kind of dink, which really perfect dink. But other than that, I felt he releases other players to do well. So not only his presence on the pitch, we know he's got pace. We know you have to double up on him. So imagine if you don't have to, imagine when Cristiano was there. You don't have to double up on him. You don't have to get even a slow defender. You mark him today. Not the same old Cristiano as before. And now you can double up on Rashford. Now you can't. Because he's there, you can't double up on Rashford. Because you double up on him, he's open. You double up on him, He's open. And it allows the front three to be a three-pronged attack. And that's what I was saying and why I wanted to see, obviously he's not coming now, but that's why I wanted to see João Felix be able to come, because he's a dynamic forward. He would also require a double up. When you require a double up on all three, you are going to open something up. The minute you change that, it's a problem. And Garf, this is why we talk about that same thing to do with, if we get that kind of hold-up man in the middle, how is it going to change our fluidity as a team? We already kind of a little bit not as fluid as we want to be, and that's with three really players who are fluid. Imagine you now move and stick a guy like that in. We don't cross balls in. We don't supply from fullbacks like really amazing. So I don't know what it would bring. I like to trust in Ten Hag anyway on that.
100%. Yeah. I'm agree with. Listen, I agree with every name that I've heard. This is why I never thought. I know obviously the rooms where we were looking at Felix in the summer. I never thought we were ever interested in him, because considering what he's looking at, Ten Hag, when you go through that list of names, I'm not happy about any of them, Nath. You know what I mean? I'm really not, bruv. And I've got a feeling. Is it the Cameroonian El Nazar that's just been released? Abu Bakr,
yeah.
Yeah, is he Cameroonian? He's just been released on a freebie. So I've got a feeling.
He might now come on a free.
Yeah, I've got no beef with that. I've got no beef with any of these loans for 6 months, but I don't want to see it going forward as our main striker, Verkhorst, bro. I've got nothing against the geezer. He's done very well in. Was it Germany? Done very well in.
Yeah.
Like he scored goals, and he's scoring goals in Turkey. Premier League's a different animal. Always has been, always will be. You know what I mean? So. Yeah. I don't want to see Verkhorst as our number one striker going into 23-24, mate. You know what I mean? And so I understand João Felix. It's just that, I mean, I won't lie, the fee for him, 70 mil, that's not outrageous at all. To buy option to buy, that's not outrageous at all. The 11.5 mil loan fee and the wages and everything else, a little outrageous. But then people forget, we paid 10. Mate, we paid 10.5 mil for Ingalo, bruv. That loan cost us 10.5 mil, and you're talking about another mil for João Felix, and we're like,
mate, that's mad, isn't it? If that's the case, that's ridiculous. But we'll only see when he does actually move. But Alex is actually coming with her team. But Lindelof, Maguire, Dalot. Okay, you're going with Dalot right and Malacia left, same as us, same as midfield as us. McTominay, Fred, this is what I was thinking. Eriksen has to play in there as well. But is Bruno not going to play? I'm not sure if Bruno's not going to play. Maybe Bruno and Eriksen kind of get a 50-50 game. Garnacho left, exactly. Elanga, right. Okay, and Martial up front.
I can see Elanga on the right because it's a League Cup game. I can see that. There's one of the things I was going to say. Like, I agree with you. Anthony should play because he needs to get that form under his belt.
Yeah.
But I can see it, especially if Sancho isn't back yet, you know what I mean? Like, so on and so forth. I can see it. And then Anthony on the bench comes on 60th minute.
Yeah, no Rashford. Okay, you're right. You probably see him on the bench.
Yeah. It's exactly what you said, Nate. Like, I was a sub all my life, man, and I'd be fuming if I was one of the boys on the bench, and like all of the first team players are playing against such a weak team. Like exactly what you said, I got to move on, mate, because I'm never getting minutes. Like you said about Butland, like I'm never getting minutes here, mate. So
yeah, you have to really give them their minutes, to be fair, and that looks like a close to what expected. And what I was thinking, I was just like baffled about what I was doing with Eriksen and with Rashford. Really, I just really don't know. I wouldn't play Rashford to start. I would see if the other boys can do a job. I'd like to see Sancho in the squad, like you said, but like coming off the bench. I need Anthony to play. Really, I need Anthony to do his thing. Alex has said Weghorst registered 57 pressures, the most by a player in a single Premier League game when he played for Burnley in the Prem. Okay, Bruno has a yellow card.
Look, still trap, Alex. Still trap, mate. Nothing leaves that, does it? Fair play. I forgot that as well. Listen, back on Weghorst, I like the man. I think he's a good player, but he ain't going to be scoring goals. Yeah, he ain't scoring goals for us. This is what I said on the last show, wasn't it? He's there to hold up the ball and play it to Rashford or Anthony or whatever. Yeah, like you said, we're not a crossing team, but he might get a few headers here and there. But that's a man who's coming in, and he's going to score if he was there all season, he's scoring 7 or 8 goals for us, you know, I mean, that sort of player. And I need more than that. But listen, for a 6-month loan stint with Martial still there, I'm all right with it, Nath. I really am. Man.
You know what? If he comes in as part of the squad and another option to play, it's just a different way of playing. And it is closer to the way Ten Hag actually wants to play as having a big man in there. And 6'6", you're going to have to win some headers there, flick things on and stuff. But again, it's how mobile is he? Well, he was mobile enough to destroy Maguire a couple of seasons ago for Burnley. So that's when I was like, who's this Weghorst guy destroying Maguire? He's at Burnley. How is this happening? So that might actually be something which I was actually thinking about that, thinking, is Weghorst actually better than Burnley? And because he was at Burnley, I was kind of making him lower than he is. And because he ripped up Maguire, does that mean is he a player that should rip up Maguire because he's that good? Or is it what I was thinking in the first place? So I don't know. The jury's out on that. But if he comes to United and he starts showing his abilities and we're like, wait a minute, this guy might be better than what we thought. I hope that's the case. And if Ten Hag wants him, it probably is the case. And we were wrong. Especially I'll be wrong then. And I don't mind that. But I'm just worried. Until it happens, I won't be worried if I see him properly. And then...
No, I know where you're coming from, mate.
Yeah. So it's just a tough one. It is a tough one.
I agree. Listen, it is not what's the word I'm looking for? It's not an exciting signing. It's not a sexy signing. It is what it is. It is literally like you're not getting overjoyed that we're signing him. I agree with that. I think he's better than Burnley. I think he was in a poor team. And I honestly don't think they played to his strengths either, to be quite honest, which is weird to say for a Burnley team. Yeah. But from what I've seen of him, he's all right, man. And exactly what you said, squad player comes in, gives us a bit of backup, maybe puts the boot up Martial a little bit as well, like Alice Shaw when he gets a bit of competition. Because that's the other thing you got, man. Martial has got, now Ronaldo's gone, he's got no competition for that number 10 spot, basically.
None. And he needs someone else to push it. Even if 100%. Came, I want to see him push him back. I won't lie, I would prefer
Abubakar to Weghorst, to be honest with you, but Ten Hag definitely wouldn't. So that's why I'm not a manager, you know. I mean, I don't mind Abubakar. He's all right.
Yeah, he's got a good goal, you know.
He's all right.
And he's really good on FIFA as well. So I'm going to take FIFA's word for it.
He must be fuming, though. He must be fuming. Ronaldo turns up like, mate, contract done, bruv. Get out of the team, pack your bags, fly off home, mate. That's pure.
Wow. But the other thing is, what was it? What was I going to say now? You know what? I'd like to see Sancho in the hole today. If he's coming in, imagine he played in the hole. Like, this would be my side. Dalot, Martinez with Maguire, Malacia left back, McTominay and Eriksen playing in there, because you need an Eriksen. You need someone to control the game. Sancho in the hole, Garnacho, Martial and Anthony. I'd like to see that team, because I think you need players to get back to their levels, because if they're going to play on Saturday against United, like an Anthony, I don't think there's any harm in him playing this game, getting a bit more confidence to play in that game later. He needs it, because he's really not playing good. He's not linking up well. He's not confident in taking players on down the line. He still wants to come inside where everyone knows he's coming now. So now it's like, once you're sussed out, can you now still become unpredictable? Can he be because if I'm playing him now, I'm saying, listen, send him down the line.
Yeah, send him on his right.
His left foot's not the best when he goes down the line, and his right foot's dead. It's non-existent. Yeah. So I'm just cutting out that run inside. What do you do then? Because that's what everyone thought, innit? Oh, he's gonna dribble me down the line. Oh, wait a minute, he doesn't.
He's cut inside. Yeah.
Let's just let him come inside. Let's hold him from coming inside. Let him go outside. Who cares what he does outside? If he gets the odd great goal outside, no problem. We'll live with that. But he ain't coming inside and whipping that ball in the bins. If you let him do that, you're coming off, son. Yeah. That's what I'd be saying to my fullback. So,
yeah, it's very quickly becoming, are you a one-trick pony? I don't believe it is. I've seen what he's done for Ajax now. I've watched a bit. I think it's just, I don't know, Nate. Obviously, never been a pro footballer, mate. But I just wonder if sometimes some of these players, they get bought for big money, they come to Man United, and it's not like they think they've made it, but now they're like, the pressure's on. And are you playing inside yourself? Are you trying not to make a mistake? Like, he looks at that man and he's like, I could burn him, or I could turn around and pass it back in the midfield, keep the possession, keep the territory, all of this nonsense that they talk about. Yeah, all the sports science I'm not into these days, you know, which does help. I understand it wins games and everything, you know what I mean? But I'm old school, mate. I don't care about GAs and expected goals and all that.
Exactly.
So I guess he's playing inside himself, man.
This is the thing that I'm worried about. I am actually worried about it, because I can see talent in there. I can see ability to improve, loads of potential to get really far, because he's got all the attributes. But I'm worried that he isn't going to take players on. He's just not going to be that player. You know, like you look at Sancho, and he gets the ball and he dribbles, and he's in and out, and then he'll pop the ball to someone and go. Yeah. I think that's Anthony. I actually think he's not a dribbler. I'm actually now saying to myself, I've seen him in all these games now, and every time he runs up to someone, he's one-on-one, he never takes them on. Never. Not even once. That's all
No.
since he's come. It's them ones where he fakes to carry on short and he goes long. That's fine. And then you're open and then he's open trying to run. But if he comes one-on-one with a man, he never takes him on. Never, ever. Let's see the next. Please wait and please pull me up the next time he gets to a man one-on-one and he's standing there at him and he takes him on down the line. You show me next time he does that, because I can't see it happening, and I hope he proves me wrong. I really do.
Yeah,
I really
100%. I think he's got the talent, Nath. He's young. I honestly, I think he does dribble. I think he's just not doing it at the moment. So, fell prey, Wilfred. Yeah, listen, I agree. I think I can't pronounce it. Weghorst, how you can say it, it will be a decent signing for United. I just don't want to see him as, like, you got to remember, old school Man United. We're signing him and we're not doing nothing else business wise for a year. You know what I mean? In the striker position. So I want to see him come in 6 months, and then we're actually, during them 6 months, we are looking actively for a real 23, 24 or younger striker that's going to come in and lead our line for the next 5, 6, 7 years. You know, that's what I want. So
I think that's going to happen at the end of the season. You know, I don't think we're going to get that now. I think we're going to get a stopgap to help us have an extra man in the squad, and that's all the manager's looking for. A different type of option as well. I think that's the main thing. But yeah, we're kind of pushed for time. It's nearly half past, so we've been talking about everything else now. Yeah,
I haven't done anything about the game, just talking about Weghorst. At least we didn't get on to Maguire, mate. You know what I mean? We didn't have a 10-minute Maguire rant for once.
Yeah. Have you got a prediction up there, yeah?
Yeah, I wrote it up for you, mate. Got it in there. It's in there. I'm going big again, mate.
That then, Garf.
Yeah, I'm going big again. 4-0. I got Rashford and Martial scoring because I think they both do play at some point in this game. I just think they're on the bench. Anthony and Garnacho. I think 2-0 are. This is the problem. It's either we score a couple of goals in the first half and Rashford and Martial don't get on, so that's and then other people score, or it's 0-0 at half time. You see Martial and Rashford come on at half time and everyone scores. You know what I mean? So
yeah. I think we've got Marsh. You know what? I'm gonna go with Rashi coming on because he ain't gonna not score. That's for sure. So. I think he may even get 2. And you know what? I'm not going with Rashi getting 2 today. I'm going with Martial going for 2.
I hope he does, though. I really do, man. I want to see him score.
He's got to get his 2. And I'm going with this score. I think it's going to be... I'm there. So I'm hoping that this actually happens. But, you know, it's got to happen. It's got to happen. And let me just... That's mine.
Oh, so yeah. Can see that as well, mate. This one.
5-1 win. Martial gets 2, Anthony, Garnacho, and Rashford. I can see Anthony getting on a score sheet. You know, floodgates can open in this kind of game. And with our back four that we're going to choose, I can see it obviously being a little bit more open because we're going to go forward more. And maybe their attackers might get one chance to score and they might get a goal. You've got Butland in goal. They're not used to each other. So everyone's going to be trying to get used to each other as well. But Alex says 4-0. Who scores, Alex? Yeah. Who scores?
We all want to see that. I want to see Man United pump them. And I'm a Charlton. Like I say, I don't have a second team, but if I did, it would be Charlton. But I want to see, I just need to see this Man United team pump someone, like seriously. Before the Man City game, we walk into that Man City, because did you see them against Chelsea? My God, they're playing a reserve team. They still tonk Chelsea, for goodness sake.
I'm telling you, mate. This is possible. They can do what they want against everyone. Yeah, good.
I think it was Alex. Alex put it in their group chat. Their bench, and you're looking at it, it's like Haaland and whoever else was on there. You're like,
ridiculous. Yeah, like, please don't come on. Just stay there. Yeah. So Alex has got Garnacho, McTominay, Fred, and Martial. You got Martial in there, Alex.
Yeah. I tell you what, you'd get some good odds on that as well. There's some good goal scorers there if you're doing a little free-fold bet. You know what I mean? Yeah, good.
Yeah, you know what? That looks, you know,
that looks more like it. Yeah, I want to change my mind as well now.
She's on it. She's on it today. She's got some, you know, this really. It feels like that's actually going to happen. So all of us are saying Garnacho and Martial. To be fair, so you know, let's see what happens. But look, it's the end of the show. We've been 30 minutes in.
Bang on the 30 minutes.
Yeah, bang on 30 minutes, 30 seconds to go. So let's get it right on the dot. But yeah. After the game, Garf will be on the show starting. And if I can get on, I will join him and give my match reaction, my ratings. At least I will give you my ratings no matter what. Yeah, send them through to me so I can put them up at least if you know that. But yeah, 10:15, unless obviously... Does it go straight to penalties now or do we get extra time as well? I'm not sure.
I don't know, but
it
yeah,
does.
10:15 because this shouldn't go. If this goes to extra time, I'm going to be fuming. You know,
Yeah, it better not. It better not. But anyway, peace out. Thank you very much for coming. See you guys again soon. Bye bye.